Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good day. My name is Sarah, also known as the S. I love to read tarot, oracle, and numerology, and today I'm going to be doing a tarot and oracle reading. So if you love to connect to spirit, you're at the right place. I'm just blessing the cards right now with my Sarah's Sweat Lodge Sage and with some owl feathers here for some cleansing. And let's get started. I picked some of my favorite decks here. I have the Psychic Tarot that we're going to get started with. I have some tea leaf cards. I have some messages from the universe. And at the very end, we'll get a message from Spirit. So let's get started. Thank you so much for being here. I always like to get started with reading with little quotes. So today is Monday, January 26th. The moon is in Taurus, first quarter moon. As we go through the first quarter moon, take a moment to write down the things you're grateful for. This simple practice can help you attract even more to be thankful for. So this is just a sign. Spirit is telling you to write down something that you're grateful for today. Today, I am grateful for you being here. So thank you so much. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, get rid of old energy. Time for me to bring the energy of the collective. I like to read feminine and masculine energies. So I just read the current energies. If you're here right now, this is the reading for you. Some messages might resonate and some messages might not, and that's okay. I'm just here to see what the current energies have to say. So I'm going to start with 4. So this will be your current energies. And let's see what the first card has to say here. Ooh, your first card here is number 2. I see spiritual union. So someone has been on your mind lately. Love has been on your mind. Connecting with someone has been on your mind, especially spiritual. So you are connecting with someone spiritual, even if you're not with someone right now. Someone that you're thinking about is thinking about you too. So let's see what the next card has to say here. So the next card here, I see number 7. I see some pillars here, some patience and planning that needs to take place at the current moment. So you must be feeling a little impatient right now, wondering, Spirit, when is it my turn? When is it my call? Like, when is it my go? Everything is being structured the way it needs to, and just have a little patience. Spirit is planning the next steps in your life, the next door that's going to open. Let's see what your next card is here. I see the number 3 here. I see fertility. So that's like Empress energy, birthing new ideas. You could be in fertility. You can be birthing new projects, birthing new work, new ideas, new partnerships. Just know that we are going into spring and you are planting that seed. Let's see what your next card has to say. The truth. So if you've been waiting for the truth to be told, the truth is on its way to you. I see number 20 here. I see the veil lifting. I see you looking forward and moving forward and walking towards that new door that is opening for you. So these are your first cards here. Spiritual union, patience and planning, fertility, and truth. So now let's see what their future energies have to say with this deck. This deck is called the Psychic Tarot. Now let's see what your future energies have to say out of this deck. I'm also going to pick 4. Today's an 8-day numerology, so get the bag if you know what I mean. This is what your next card here for future, your third eye energy. I see number 6, so your third eye is going to be clearing up your brain. If you've been feeling foggy lately, it is going to clear. You're going to receive the downloads that is meant for you. Let's see what the next card has to say. And if that chakra has been blocked, it is going to be cleared. And your next card here is discontentment and boredom. So some of you have been feeling a little bit bored. And what my mom used to tell me is if you're bored, you're boring. So get out there, get creative. If you're discontent with your life, turn around and change your perspective. There's so much out in the world to see and be a part of. This is where your next card is. Here's your crown chakra. So lots to do with your mind and your head and elevation. I see 6, 7 here. You are going to be moving up here. Your crown chakra as well. Your third eye is going to be clearing. Your head is going to be clearing after disruption. So if you've been feeling like your life has been falling apart, pieces have not been falling into place, there's been disruption, you're kind of been upset about it, your mind's kind of been all over the place. Let's pull another card for that. So I'm going to see here your throat chakra. So your throat chakra here has to do with communication. So if you've been silent with someone or someone has been silent with you, just know that the doors of communication, the portal is going to open up and the truth will be told. So what I like to do is what you don't see at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming. So suffering in silence. So some of you have been suffering in silence, and just know that it's coming to an end because you are at the top of the mountain and you don't need to suffer anymore. Let's see what the next card has to say here. I just almost skipped one here. Stand your ground. So if some of you have been feeling really defeated, just know to stand your ground and stand in your convictions. And I'm going to go one more here, that you're very spiritually protected, that your ancestors, your guides, whoever you pray to, want you to know that you're very spiritually strong and to keep praying to them and that you are on the right path. I see lots of green here, which has to do with your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is feeling pure, and your spirit guides are protecting your heart. That is what I hear. Let's move on to our next cards here. Let's see what the tea has to say, the tea leaf. 1, 2, 3. Let's get messages for the collective here. What does the tea have to say to the collective? What is the tea here? And I'm just going to pull out a few here. I feel like those ones want to come out too. Put those over here. See what your first tea leaf message is here. Ooh, I see a ring. A marriage will take place, either romantic or business. So just knowing that a ring or a business idea or a project is on its way to you and it will take place. So either this is romantic or in business. So congratulations, that's exciting. So what's your next card here is here we have Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and willing to change. So maybe some of you or someone around you has been very negative and stuck in a negative situation. Now you can always get out of that situation. Let's see what your next card here is. Bouquet. Compliments from an admirer. So just know that someone is thinking about you. You have an admirer out there. That's very sweet. Let's see what your next card is here. Pay attention to your work. So some of you out there, pay attention, put in the extra work, make it a priority. Know that lots of work is on its way to you. If you don't have any work right now, be prepared. Some of you might be feeling, this one says cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. So some of you may be feeling unhappy, like when is my path going to open up to better opportunities, because I feel like everything is not working out currently, but things can change. Let's see what the next card has to say. Candle. You will be shown the way. You will be shown the way. I see candles here. I always like candles to open up your third eye, to invite spirit in, to just bless my home. And And it's just affirming that once you light this candle, if you're feeling foggy, it's going to clear your mind. Let's see what your next card has to say here. Tortoise. So I see turtle. Slowly but surely getting ahead. So things may be feeling really slow right now, but I'm always been told turtle always wins the race. So it's okay if things have been going slow lately. Ooh, I see dolphin here. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So if you've been feeling like you've been in a financial pinch lately, just know that dolphins are bringing that beautiful wave of financial currency your way. And there's lots to be smiling about soon. So let's see where your next card says here is haystack. Karma, you'll reap what you have sown. Today's also an 8-day, which is an infinity. I always say what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So if you've been a good person, you're going to get good rewards. If you've been a bad person, you're going to get that karma. So let's see where the next card is here. Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. So I love seeing bird messengers. So this is confirmation again, news of a birth or a new business opportunity coming your way. I see a month card here. And I see July. I see the sun. Someone's birthday may be in July. I see something significant happening in July. Sunnier days are coming, which is beautiful. Grapes is your next card here. Time to get out and have fun. Have some of you been boring at home lately? It's time to get out there. Shake it up a little bit. Victory in some endeavor. So you are going to be victorious in something. Get out there and celebrate. Get out there and go live life because you're going to win. Let's see what your next card says here. Discord among friends or family. Mice. So there may be some rats around you. Just be aware of them. They're everywhere. And, you know, it's okay to cut people out of your life if they don't help you elevate. See where your next card is here. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So this is just spirit just giving you a little extra nudge to push you forward towards your goals. Let's see what your final card is here. Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. So maybe there's some endings for some of you guys. But there is, when there's endings, there is some new beginnings. So let's see what the card says at the bottom, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Secret admirer. So you having a secret admirer out there. So like I said, some endings, maybe bring some new beginnings. I'm also going to pull the next card here. Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. Change is coming. So metamorphosis, a new change is here. Big things are happening in the air. Let's see what the messages from the universe have to say now. Thank you, universe. Thank you, universe. What do you have to say to us? Just going to pull out 4 here for all 4 sacred directions. Thank you, spirit. What's your first message here? Release toxic relationships. So release whatever no longer serves you. That can be like friends, boyfriends, whoever, co-workers. Release that doesn't no longer serve you anymore. What is your next message here? Thoughts create your reality. So think positive. Feel joy in all you do. And your next card here. Kindness counts. All right, it sure does. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Love is your energy. Yes, I love that one here. And what I also promised was a message from Spirit. So let's get a message from Spirit at the very end. And if you're still here, thank you so much. Spirit loves you. and is talking to you and really wants to get the message to you. I see a little angel there with a Cupid and arrow situation going on here. And what do they have to say? Dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance. Take a step back and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it'll take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made from when you have clarity, which come from being open into information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of the observer, it's as if you turn on the switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering, the decision-making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non-judgmental place. We all know you make the right choice. Trust us when we may now know not is the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You will be glad you did. Love you. Why, thank you, Spirit. So Spirit is basically just letting you know it's okay to slow down and to take a step back and to regroup and to refocus. They're there to support you. And as promised, I always like to pull charms at the very end. You can interpret them yourself. I just kind of interpret them how I like to do it. Mixing them up really good. And I put them in here. So I see a beautiful cross here. Your prayers are answered. And you're very protected. You're very loved. I see here as well some music notes. Some music may be significant to you. I see a red circle here. The circle of life. I see a kitty here. Maybe pets are important to you. Cats are loyal to you. I see a leaf here. You may be turning a new leaf. I see a palm tree. Some of you might be traveling down south soon. I also see a dragonfly, and dragonflies remind me of my grandmother. So I will say that is grandmother energy, ancient energy, and this is your final read here. And I just want to say I appreciate you being here. Spirit loves you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.